Hello there YouTubers, do you know something very different in this video, eh? Well, it's of course another vlog video of course, but it's not Vlogust. Today is of course the 1st of September 2020 and it's officially the first video of September 2020, which is pretty amazing I would say, eh? But I don't know how many videos I'm actually going to be making throughout the rest of September 2020 because when I'm filming at home, that's my normal way. Because if I filmed it at somewhere which is not at home, well, to me, that's how my channel doesn't work in the way it wants to be there. And that's the sort of thing I really want to avoid because that's not my sort of normality I tend to have when I make videos on YouTube. Often prefer making videos at home though because that's very obviously normal, guys, eh? But anyways, I have made 2 flip-flop origami products, and 2 of them are based on tropical themed products though. And what's quite funny is that after summer 2020 has been defeated and has been dead from yesterday, of course. Yes, yesterday overall was like the coldest bank holiday Monday overall in August. I'm gonna talk about that one later on once I get into the flip-flop products. And I actually did 2 of these tropical products because, yes, it's like a repeat from the 31st of August, and not only that, every time, whenever I do tropical products, before I start make tropical products, or before I start to feel like I'm making tropical products, like the 2 I've just made there, my eyes are going a bit wonky there, because, yes, I don't know what's up to my eyes though, but anyways, yeah, I think it's the background noise, like, you know, the door lock from the other bathroom, not this bathroom here, but the other bathroom next to the playroom, like, you know, kadooah. That's the sort of noise, and then there's water lushing from the sink, and the toilet flush as well, and then the next thing, it just repeats the whole sound, and I think it's the door lock, of course, though, from the other bathroom, as I said earlier, not this one here, and that's why I've just made those tropical themed products, specifically jungle or rainforest themed sort of products, I believe. Anyways, hopefully my eyes aren't going to be that wonky, I would say, eh? We've got 2 of these flip-flop origami products based on tropical animals. We've got one which is like a reboot of a blue and golden Macaw wild small 5-pack product here, but this one here is a 12-pack. I'll get into that one later on, but first off I'm going to take a look at this one here, the big large hairy armadillo baby small Hoard 5-pack, £8.99 or £9. And the reason why I've made this is because overall when I went into the nature centre there's actually another armadillo species apart from the Brazilian 3-banded armadillo, which is like, you know, I've actually made a toy. If you remember back on the 3rd of June where I've actually uploaded that video, overall I actually made a toy or a model based on that very single creature overall though. Like, you know, it had the ability to, you know, transform from a boar, yes, from a boar, and then into an animal, similar to those Transformers toys, like, you know, Beast Wars in a sense, eh? But anyways, as you can see, there's some very weird armadillos with one of them posing like a kangaroo, and there's one that looks very similar to, like, you know, a rabbit or a rat, by the looks of its tail, of course, eh? And there's another picture of a very weird big armadillo here, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but I think both of these armadillos here, on the left and the middle, have hairy, like, sort of artwork here. And, oh yes, one thing I've also noticed to you guys, that this is also the last product ever made for Generation 116, because Generation 117 is coming tomorrow, and when this happens, it's not going to be the same for my flip-flop company. Overall, Generation 116 is my favourite generation because of the fact that many of the animal creatures and designs overall, when it comes to the flip-flop toys, many of them aren't obviously detailed after Pokemon, or designed after Pokemon. Yes, they're basically based on Neotropical South American armadillos overall, and I think, yes, I just had an error on the packaging name because that section there didn't have any brackets there. I think it's that one there, I think. I've just added recently there, and I'm just picking my ear because I just feel like, yes, there's some itching there. Yes, they're mainly based on the big giant hairy armadillo of South America, particularly not just Brazil, but I think this guy also lives in Paraguay, which is also another tropical region in South America. So, and I think Paraguay overall is the most southerly tropical area of South America. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not sure if I'm getting the whole geographical sort of thing right though, but it's a pretty nice country though. Very highly biodiverse when it comes into the way countries are like though. But anyways, I'm just going to unpack this. Let me just tell you that, oh sorry, my eye's gone a bit wonky though, that this year overall has been so strange, not just in what we had recently with the coronavirus, but also this year's weather has been so different. First off, I think if you look back in August of 2020, it's been like the first half has been unsettled and then hot weather, of course. So it's been very hot, like, you know, 36 degrees Celsius recorded so far in, I don't know, maybe somewhere in London, I can't remember though, but it was deadly hot, something like you would normally find in Malaysia or Paraguay as I'm making this video here. So here is, of course, one of the armadillos, which looks very similar in design to that of the echidnas or hedgehogs, like, you know, Knuckles and Sonic. Maybe this one, I'm pretty sure, if I was thinking of, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog, there is, of course, actually, if I remember, there's actually a character based on an armadillo in Sonic the Hedgehog, and I think his name is called Mighty the Armadillo. Not sure if I said that one before, but I do remember that one single character. It's quite amazing, eh? You don't often see Mighty the Armadillo a lot, though, in Sonic the Hedgehog merchandise, though, because I think he's one character that is often seen in the very bygone era of Sonic the Hedgehog things, when Sonic used to have only just black eyes, and before Sonic only had green eyes. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Now, I think, if I remember, Sonic Adventure was like the first ever game to include Sonic with green eyes. And not only that, I think Tails had, I don't know what colour eyes did Tails had. I know Knuckles the Echidna had purple eyes. Wait, I'm not sure, I can't remember if Tails had, like, you know, purple eyes or blue eyes. I can't remember though, when the whole Sonic Adventure thing came up though. Anyways, I'm just posing all of the armadillos so far, but there's actually an error in one of the armadillos. And I think it's this one here. I've got 4 which are in great condition here, but this one here is a lot more different, because I think when I actually made this armadillo, after colouring this one in brown there with, you know, like, you know, in crayons and pastels and stuff like that though, or chalky stuff like that though, I think the middle section, the middle hairy part of the armadillo, not Spike, overall has been, I think it's been deteriorated. I think, can you see it there, guys? This is nothing like that you'd normally find on a very good looking sort of armadillo here. If I bring in this one here, I think this one overall is a much better sort of condition here in the middle there. That's what it's meant to be like, I guess. Maybe it's for the fact that I've been rushing, for the fact that I want to get this video straightforward, just like what I did on August the 31st, Bank Holiday Monday. And mind you, as I'm making this video, I think this year overall has been one of the coldest Bank Holiday Mondays ever recorded since, like, you know, 1986. Correct me if I'm wrong, but oh wow, it's got a very weird, kooky looking cute face. But they are based on, well, let's just say baby, big hairy armadillos. There is, of course, a screaming hairy armadillo. It's probably one of the most strangest of all species, for the fact that that sort of armadillo has got like a very weird, deafening sound. I don't know what sort of sound it would make. Like, you know, it would probably make the sound of a crying sort of infant. Maybe not though, or maybe like a screaming sort of sound. But, you know, these guys overall look pretty amazing. I think the most widespread of all armadillos overall is the, as I can tell, the big hairy or giant hairy armadillo. So you can call it both or not though. It's quite a very nice looking creature, even though it looks very simplistic in terms of its design and whatnot and stuff like that. There's the whole design, how would you say it, design outline there, or inline, or design sort of detailing, I'd say. I didn't know what to do though, first glance. And I think I've only got like 5 of these guys here, eh? And there's, oh my goodness me, that has got to be one of the strangest sort of faces I've seen ever. Pretty basic, but yeah, they're based on armadillos there. I think, yes, I think the black part right at the back there on its head there, I think it's meant to be the ears though. So yeah, I can sort of illustrate that sort of feature, eh, guys, eh? I think if I can illustrate this sort of model, eh, guys, yeah, it's kind of sloppy, it's sort of sloppy though, but you get the gist though. It's got that sort of very weird dark sort of grey, I'd say, like, I'd just say it, medium stony sort of greyish colour, I believe, though, on top of the whole shield thing. Pretty similar to those armoured dinosaurs, like, you know, Pachycephalosaurus. It reminds me of a Pachycephalosaurus, but this is an armadillo. Of course, I'm just blowing, you know, my arm though, because I just feel like I'm a bit pumped up though. But anyways, these guys are all, they may look simple, but at the same time, pretty much cute, yet dull at the same time, which I think is a bit disappointing though. They're a bit dull. I wish they could be a little bit more brighter than before, but anyways, these are of course the big, large, hairy armadillos. And mind you, it's been chronically amazingly cold in a sense. And actually, if I look back in terms of temperature, 1993 overall has got to be one of the coldest autumns on record, because I think around sometime around September or in October and also late November, I think, and if I remember, I think late November was an exceptionally cold autumn. So I remember 1993's autumn. I wasn't around in 1993 because I was born in the year 2000, okay? So, yeah, overall autumn 1993 felt like a proper winter. It was very nippy, it was very chilly. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this product here. It's called the Blue and Golden Yellow Macaw Wild Flock 12 pack, £17.95. Now this is basically in the same price as those Scarlet Macaws that I've actually covered, with the 5 pack of these guys here, which sold like, you know, I can't remember how much they cost though, but I'm pretty sure it might be £8.95 or £7.95. But anyways, let's take a look at the back of the packaging there. Okay, actually, if I remember, I think the price for these guys were like £6.99 or £7. Sorry about that one, guys. I must have mixed it up because I must have watched the video wisely, of course, though, many times. And it's got very different artwork of the blue and gold macaws. Very nice to see that. And what's quite funny is that it doesn't have the fun facts thing that you might see on these products that we had in Generation 100 and... is it 13 or is it 14? I can't remember, guys. Pretty much the same sort of artwork as I just said earlier there, but there's actually a few additional pieces of artwork like so. Yeah, very nice indeed. And also, I've actually realised some of the blue and gold yellow macaws look like they almost look like a cockatiel, like as this one here. It's got a very weird feather tuft on its head. So is this one here, and maybe that one there as well. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and unpack this like so, and see what these parrots obviously look like. Oh my goodness me! Look at that! Not many of these guys are actually pretty much yellow, as I initially thought. Well, I'll give the blue a tick, but the yellow, meh, not really that much though, because some of them look... oh my goodness me, I almost felt like I've just fouled there. But some of these guys, they almost look like they are, how would you say it, limeish green in colour, rather than yellow. Or chartreuse or chartreuse green in colour though. I think that's a very hard word to say, chartreuse. But what's quite disappointing is that they are missing, of course, the markings that you might find in real macaws though. Yes, not very realistic at all, guys, but yeah, these blue and gold yellow macaws, they look super cool, perfect for a tropical rainforest, you know, scene, or maybe something else like, you know, a pet store, because these guys, unfortunately, because of their very beautiful and vivid looking colours of blue, green and yellow, yes, they've got green on the front though, if you look closely there, the main, oh my goodness me, I think the main reason why this name is misleading for the fact that there's actually an additional piece of green on top of its head, like so. Yes, because of their very bright looking colours here, overall many of these guys have been captured and sold as pets, and that's the main problem when it comes into pet trade overall. These guys overall, the blue and gold yellow macaws, as I'm trying to fix one of these guys up, because that one there did not have like any signs of green on the front here. Okay, so therefore the problem's fixed, eh? Very nice to see. And actually there's a character in Breath of the Wild who actually reminds me of that guy there, and I think he's that, who's that accordion playing macaw? Anthropomorphic macaw. I think he's called Orito, but I think, yes, R-I-T-O, but I think his actual name is Cass. Okay, so, yes, I think you Legend of Zelda fans may know about this sort of guy here. because you know this this overall is of course the particular basis animal for this character. Oh my goodness me! I think this one here is the most yellowish. The most yellowish. Actually, I actually said yellowest, not yellowish. Sort of hue and tone on this color, of course. And what's quite funny is that when blending with the yellow together, with the blue blending towards the yellow, of course, some of these details, these detailing parts, or these detail parts, overall could literally turn into some sort of weird, very weird blue, green, or greenish sort of color, though. Very weird sort of phenomenon, and I would never expect to see this on Flip Out Toys. And like the 5-packs, unfortunately, if I bring in some of the other Macaws that I actually recently had there, like yes, I think this one here. I think yes, this, you might have obviously noticed this one earlier there on the 5-pack there, but yes, it's suffering the same fate. There's actually splotched lines of yellow on the wings there, which is not a very good look, but that's just me overall, eh? And mind you, I'm so desperate. And look at this, there's another problem here. It's also suffering the same fate as well, eh? Well, I've got to tell you guys, eh, if you're very impressive with this sort of toy, I believe, eh? Well, that's very nice overall in a sense, eh? If you're in fact, a very big fan of parrots, or if you're a fan of going towards, you know, on a trip to the tropical rainforest, well, this is a toy for you. And I think this one's gone a bit sloppy, eh? But anyways, I must have just went to the latrine. Well, actually, it's just a proper toilet, not an actual latrine, guys. I'm sorry for saying that, but anyways, just wash my hands because yes, the ink overall. I think it came from the armadillos and also these macaws. The beaks overall, they're a lot more brighter, jet black in detailing, of course. And I love this detailing here. That section there, I think. Oh, sorry, I think it's that one there. Those black lines, those half black lines, they look very nice to me though, in a sense it almost recaptures the way real blue and gold yellow macaws are like though. And once again, these guys overall, I've checked all of these guys and all of them have names so far indeed. Well, I think that's just about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video so far, eh guys. I think that was pretty simple because, well, actually I've actually just realised that, yes, it feels like that all the macaws are all come in different shades of yellow, especially green, like, you know, lime green in a sense, eh? Well, almost coming close to lime green, eh? So, if you enjoyed this video, as I said just now, please give this video a like, subscribe to more Flip Out YouTube content, you know, on my YouTube channel as always, as per usual, eh? Actually, I was meant to say subscribe to my YouTube channel for more YouTube content. As always, it's per usual though, and I'll try and do my best to make more videos in September, but I don't know how, I'm actually sort of thinking, I don't know how many, and maybe this camera overall, I just feel like it's not that great anymore. But anyways, I think that's just about it, guys. I just can't believe that, you know, summer 2020 has gone from, like, you know, if I look back in August, it's been hot the first half, but before that it was unsettled, and then the second half, very unsettled and very wet. That was the best moment so far, and it was also very squally and windy. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the moment of me just taking a look at two tropical themed products, particularly the whole South American Amazon rainforest, Paraguayan rainforest theme, as I can tell. As always, thanks for watching and bye for now. That was pretty simple for a video, wasn't it, guys? Yeah. Okay, guys, bye.